Good morning. Bit of a strange day yesterday. Looks like I lost one of our friends on the channel for a slight disagreement on Wednesday. That was the last video done, and his first comment was very good, very nice. But as I was reading down his second comment, I didn't really like. But previous to that, I had an email calling me a liar and stuff like that about this scope. Anyway, coming back to the comment, all I said, your first comment's very nice, but I didn't like the second comment. First of all, I thought it was my mate Peter trying to get his own back on me about this dead donkey. When I mentioned the dead donkey, and I said, I know you meant it as a joke, but I didn't like the comment. And the second comment was that I had shares in the company and I get a commission. I mean, that's completely wrong. I don't know the company. Only by name on eBay, and I certainly don't get commission if they sell any of these scopes to you viewers. So what with the email and that comment, just got underneath my skin, and I had to just say that I didn't like it. Anyway, during the day he wrote and saying, I don't know why it's bothering you, you're making a big thing out of it. Well, as far as I was concerned at that point, I forgot all about it. So I did write back to him, and then he wrote back saying, that's it, I won't comment anymore, I'm unsubscribing. So I've lost a friend on the channel. And around about an hour, 2 hours after that, I had a telephone call saying that he's got this scope and he can't see where the pellet lands. Well, see, I'm lucky. When I made that backboard of mine, I put a concrete slab in it. So where the pellet lands, of course, it chips the paint off. As you know, I repaint virtually every day to hide all the pellet marks up. So I'm lucky in that respect. But what you can do if you get in that situation, because when you go into your reticle menu and you start altering your reticle going left or right, that automatically goes on to your target, but I think it goes back down to its normal zoom would be 3 times. So if you're doing it on paper, yes, it's going to be very hard to find where that pellet hits. So really what you want to do is make a reference mark on where you're going to, your first reference mark will be your point of aim, because when you adjust this you have to keep on that point of aim. Now once you took your shot and it's not on that point of aim, so it's anywhere on that paper, you can leave the rifle, it makes no difference because you've done no alterations to it. Just get yourself a marker pen, walk down there and make a black ring round that pellet mark. So what I've done today, I'm going to put this back to 0 on the crown. On the concrete, I'll take this cover off because I don't really like the cover on. Turn the scope on. Right. Right, okay, now I'm going to press record. Right, it's recording. Now you can see what I've done here. I've put my first reference mark will be the point of aim. Okay? Even if it's on paper, I put a black dot up there, a point of aim. And your reticle must be kept, you've got to keep that point of aim all the time. And you take your first shot, wherever it lands, on the paper or on the concrete slab, you can walk back down there because you've done no alterations, and you can remark where the pellet hits. And then you come back up here, go back on your point of aim, and then start altering your reticle. So I'll stop the recording. Right, the recording stopped. Now I go into my menu. I just turned it off. Pressed the wrong button, I turned it off. Right, I go into the menu. I'm in the menu now. Okay, so I'm on A. So I'm going to go to the X-axis. Oh, that's wrong. Go to the X-axis and take it back down to 0. Right, that's on 0. Now I'm going to the Y, where it reads 38. And I'm taking that back to 0. Right, that's both on 0 now, so now I'm going to OK it, OK it, OK it, and save it. Right. Now I've got no, how can you say it, no 0 point on that. X-axis is 0 and Y-axis. So what I'm going to do is load in the first pellet. Oh, right, might as well put the magazine in. Stupid, isn't it? Right, load in the first pellet. And I'll press record. Well, that's recording. And now I'm going to come up on my zoom. Right, so I'm on 6 times zoom. So I'm going to take my shot on that black dot and see where the pellet goes. At this point I'm hoping it's going to hit the concrete. Take the safety off. Right, okay, so it's gone to the left bottom, see it? Now I'm lucky to have that. Now look, I can move my rifle about and it's not affecting anything. So now, if that was on paper there, for argument's sake, I could take another shot at that paper. Okay. Right, you can see the pellet hole there. Okay. Now, depending on, once again, see, I've left it. Alright, let's turn the video off. Right, as you can see, I've left it, and it makes no difference because I haven't started adjusting. But you can go down there now with your marker pen and mark your paper. Okay? So now you'll have two reference points, your point of aim and where the pellet landed. And now you can start adjusting. So I'll start recording again. Oh no, I can't record, can I? Can't record, I've got to go into the menu. And you can't record when you're going into the menu. Okay, so I'm going into the menu. Oh, it's recording. Okay. Right. I'm going to go into the menu. Vertical adjustment. So I'm going to go onto my point of aim and I'm going to bring it over. What's happening? Oh, hang on. Right. I'm on X-axis. So now I'm going to bring it over. No, I've done it wrong. So I've got to cancel that. I moved my rifle at the same time. And that you can't do. Right, okay. I go back into the menu. Make sure you see these mistakes you make. Right. I'm on A. I'm going to go onto X-axis. Try and keep it dead still. Right, okay. I'll okay that. So now I'm going to go onto Y-axis and bring it down. And okay there. So my X-axis reads 26. My Y-axis reads 37. Now I'm going to save. Okay. The hard part is keeping that reticle first of all on your point of aim, and then once you start moving you've got to keep that absolutely dead still, your rifle dead still, mustn't move at all. Right, I'm going to start recording. And now I can take, or try and take that point of aim there, which is the pellet mark. And as you can see, that's gone straight into that pellet mark. So we'll do that on the paper as well. And that's just above that black dot, I think. But that could have been me. But you can see now that's back on target. Yeah, absolutely back on target. And that's what you have to do if I stop recording. Turn the scope off. I think that's the best way to do it. As I say, if you can't make your point of aim with the black dot, then you can take your first shot, see where it lands. You can leave the rifle alone because you've done no alterations. Walk down there and mark where that pellet landed. So that gives you two reference points. First reference point is your point of aim, and the second reference point is where the pellet landed. That's if you couldn't see it on paper, so that's why you mark it. Then you can come back up here, or come back to your table, whatever, and start to zero the scope. and I've really done that in one shot. But as I say, you must keep that rifle absolutely dead still on that point of aim all the time while you're adjusting. This is a slippery table, so first of all I did make the slip, but then I came out the menu because I could go back into it and restart again. Okay? So I got my reference point. So what I need to do now, the crowd was reading minus 33, 38. Now it's reading 20 something. Right, let's go into the menu. Vertical adjustment. Right, my A is now reading minus 26. 37 minus 26 37, and at any other time I can always go back to the first one, which is minus 33 38. Why there's a little bit of a discrepancy is because one of these two might not absolutely be on target. It might be a millimetre, a couple of millimetres out. So you can do this as many times as you want. The Beeman is 89 on the X and 53 on the thing. And you must keep these numbers. Just keep those numbers all the time. I even put on a bit of paper, press record to make sure I'm filming. Okay, so I come out the menu. So I'm back on the target. I'll start recording. That's recording. So my pellet on the paper landed there. Right, so we'll see how far off we are. I'm not quite sure if we're on top of it or underneath it. But as I say, this is why I've got these two. I can always revert back to the number one. Okay, for pellet hole, that went on top. So that really needs to come down just a wee bit. So I could literally go there again. So this is the hard part. If I stop recording and go on that point of aim, go into the menu, vertical adjustment. Right, I've got to keep that on that point of aim. Oh no, I'm there, and I so I want to go to Y. I'm not quite sure if I need to go up or down. It's taking it up. Right, I'm putting it on to Y40. Now it's reading -26 Y40, and we can see if it's made any difference. There's a pellet hole there, and that's virtually in that pellet hole. See, so you can alter it in stages. I'm not recording. Press record. That was a pellet I just went for. I'll go for this pellet here. And that's straight in that hole. So my new accordance now is -26 40. Just keep marking them down. Right, now I'm going to go for the point of aim on the concrete slab. There it is. You're always going to have a bit of discrepancy when you shoot because of movement, of your own movement, you know? So that's not, you don't need to worry about that. But that's why I use, when I built that backboard, all this, I put a concrete slab in there and just painted it with Sandtex. And each time I do a shoot, I can just repaint, hide all the pellet marks up. And I find it easier to zero in on that concrete than I do with a bit of paper. I mean, you can keep playing with this as much as you want, and yeah, until you absolutely get it perfect. I just stopped the recording. I'll turn the scope off. I've got a pellet in the spout, so I'll put it on to safety. Now, I'm not saying the scope is perfect. I've never said that. All I've ever said it was a good scope, a very good scope. But nothing's perfect. I don't know how the weather, in a way of coldness or the heat, will affect the next time we shoot. That I don't know. But even if it is off target, it's so easy to sight in, you know, to get your zero, so I won't worry about that. Anyway, I hope that's answered the phone call and helped also you lot out. And as I say about the comments, if I'm in the wrong, of course I'll apologise. All I'm hoping that the guy is looking through closed curtains still at this channel. Whether he'll ever come back, I don't know. But if I'm in the wrong, of course I'll apologise to him. But all my remark was I didn't like the comment, and that was it. Yeah, it's a shame to see anybody go, but that's life. We'll always agree to disagree. That's the way we're made, isn't it? Right, let's just do a little, finish this magazine up, and then I'll finish. I've taken it off automatic record because I kept on forgetting about recording. That's why I wrote it down on a bit of paper, press record. Trouble is, the record part is right up in the left hand side, right at the top, and sometimes it is hard to see. Sometimes it is hard to see. There's a crosshair. Let's go for the crosshair. To be safe choice. That's on the horizontal, but just to the left of it. Yeah, just to the left of it, exactly the same place. So it's possible it can come over to the left a bit, because about minus 26, and it was on minus 30, so right. Now that one went straight in the middle of the crosshairs, I think. There's a little robin up there, keeps disturbing my concentration. And that went low. Yeah, it's possible it could be pellets, or me moving a bit. I still say this is a very, very good scope. Looks like I've got one jammed. I don't know why it does that. Yeah, straight in that mark. As you can see, it's almost on target. It can be a little bit better, but I'm not really worried about that. Do that straight in that hole. Anyway, look, that's the end of the video. Sorry it's horrible, but I'll see you later, okay? Bye.